G'day folks, Scott here. Today I'm reviewing Spider-Man Far From Home. So I went and saw it last night and I had fun. It was a good movie. Spoiler free, if you like Marvel movies, you're going to see it. If you like the previous Spider-Man movie, you're going to enjoy it. Had a lot of action, definitely more than the first one. Had a lot of different themes throughout the movie, but it still retained a kind of innocent teenage story, like a school problems, the way the first one did, which is good, I think. You know, some of the Marvel movies, especially the last few, are very heavy, at least the Avengers. And this is in a post-Avengers world where those things happen and those things have ramifications and people are messed up by them, but there's still a sort of sweet innocence about Peter Parker and the story that it tells, which was good. It suited the film. Yeah, special effects are good, performances are good, Jake Gyllenhaal was cool. Yeah, it's pretty much it. I want to say spoiler free. So I'm going to talk about more spoiler orientated stuff. 3, 2, 1. I'm not going to go heaps deep into it, but there were elements of it that were obvious going to happen. Not watching trailers, I was surprised when I saw some thumbnails over the last few months that showed Spider-Man and Mysterio shaking hands. And I was like, well, that's bullshit. Mysterio's a bad guy, you know, like, something's going to happen. Of course, he's going to turn bad throughout this movie, and of course he does. I work in a store where we sell pop vinyl figures. So over the last couple of months, we got these like elemental ones in where it's like a fire and a water monster. And I'm like, oh, thanks for spoiling elements of the film, huh? So I knew to expect these monsters in it, and I pleasantly liked the way they handled them in the context of the film. Where it came to Mysterio going bad, I actually liked how they did that as well. It was a throwback to things that happened in previous Marvel movies. I think I'll need to see it again to be 100% sure that the story made sense and the people's motivations and reasons for it, especially Mysterio's, make sense. But at the moment when I watched it, it was fine. The story told a good enough thing for it to, you know, make sense in the moment. I loved how, you know, Mysterio's abilities, where it was obviously more magic and stuff in the comics, was presented as that, and then when it was revealed that it wasn't, in fact, and it was a throwback to the imagery, the hologram tech that Tony Stark unveiled in, I think it was Civil War, that where it showed him young with his parents. Yeah, it was Civil War. I liked how it was an evolution of that the guy who, you know, became Mysterio had developed that tech and hated where Tony Stark had taken it and kind of took his idea and went further. Explained a lot of things. I loved how he wore a movie studio mocap outfit to make his Mysterio outfit work. It was very cool. Yeah, the action scenes were a lot of fun. You know, different Spider-Man suits were cool. Happy was cool. Yeah, it was fine. I don't think I've really got anything to bitch about. I feel that Nick Fury might have just been in it for the sake of having another person from the MCU in it. He didn't really have that much of a role, you know, other than bring Spider-Man in from one place to another to make him, you know, go on with the story. He was fine, and I can't remember the girl's name, but the one who's always Nick Fury's like assistant, you know, was obviously there as well. Yeah, it was a fun movie. I had a pretty good time. I'll definitely have a more solid opinion when I watch it a second time down the track, but yeah, I don't have any complaints. So I think that's about it. I'm just going to repeat myself. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.